Ooh, hey y'all. Two videos in one day, like Mama E would say. Well, look at God.
I want you to grind me up, roll me like you love me, make it last enough, stroke me while you smoke me.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I love you. God loves you best. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. And if you are new, thank you so much for tuning in. I am yours truly, Ronnie P. And we are here for the review of Chasing Reality, Chasing Orlando. Yes, that's right. We are in the beautiful sunshine state of Florida, my state, and we are hailing the beautiful city of Orlando, the 407. I'm really excited about this season because I am 3 hours south. I am in Palm Beach County, Florida. They are in Orange County, Florida. I represent the 561 in Florida. And so I was extra excited that they were going to be showcasing talent from the beautiful city of Orlando. So let's get into some introductions. We have Chef Pablo, who is originally from Miami. And then we have B-Baby Brian, who represents Polk County. He was born in the Bronx, but he represents Polk County. So, hey, B-Baby. And then we have Cali Boy. We see you, Cali Boy. And then we have Max. Max hails from Cleveland, Ohio, and now he lives in Florida. We want to extend you our warmest welcome, Max. Welcome to Florida. And then we have Mr. Devin Bowens from the Hillsborough County representing Tampa. And then we have Ayo from the Miami, Florida. And then we have Marley J from Duval, Jacksonville. And then we have Remini Mogul from the Tallahassee, the 8-5. Oh, I'm loving it. All this beautiful talent from Florida. So we got a really good first impression, I think, of everybody this episode. But let's just recap and go through what we were given, shall we? So the episode opens up with Chef Pablo riding through the neighborhood, and he is on his way to see his mother. Chef Pablo shares with us that his mother has been battling some health issues. She is a survivor of cancer, and he has been a consistent constant in his mom's life. He has been very supportive and made sure that he's been there for her through her health journey, so much so that he put his career on hold. And I commend him for that. I think that that is one of the most unconditional acts of love that you could show. And I think that's beautiful that he did that as a son. I just think that's beautiful. And he also shares to him how important his family is. He shares that he has 3 children. They were beautiful children. He has a catering company, hence the name. And he shows us his creative dishes that he's come up with, and he will be soon hosting an event that's coming up, his Puff and Paint event, and he is really looking forward to that coming up, and I'm really excited to see it. Then we are introduced to Cali Boy, who dubbed himself the King of Orlando. Cali Boy is, I presume, known for his artistry and makeup. He said, "Book the look, bitch." And also, he is an active participant in ballroom. He is part of the house of Scalamandre. I think I got it right, Scalamandre. And he is the house father of the Florida chapter, Orlando chapter. He extends from the Atlanta chapter, and he branched and created a Florida chapter. So he also hosts events, and that's our introduction to Cali Boy. We see him having a conversation with a former Chasing cast member, Gordini, or as he affectionately refers to him as Gordinia. And he shares how Gordini was there for him during a very dark time in his life. He shares that he battled with addiction, and it was as a result of losing someone very close to him, his best friend. And they did show a caption from the Orlando nightclub massacre, and if his friend was a part of that, I extend my sincerest condolences, and I'm so sorry for your loss. I can't even imagine what something like that could have been like. So my prayers are with you. Gordini and Cali Boy have a conversation. He shares to him about the upcoming event, and Gordini employs him to introduce Michi, and he's saying, "Well, bitch, they booked Cali Boy, so that's who they gonna get." So then we move right along to Mr. Devin. Devin hails from Tampa. He is a luxury real estate agent, and he deals with new model homes. He showcases new model homes of, I guess, builders. That's how I interpreted it. Being that he is originally from Alabama, he is trying to cultivate and really network and get his business off the ground, establish clients and things of that nature. And I think that's very ambitious of him. So kudos to you, Devin, and I wish you all the best. I'm sure things are going wonderful for you. He does share with us his introduction that we may remember him from his ties with Miss Lauren England. Now, here's what I have to say about that. Thank you, Devin, for putting a face with a name, but that's as far as we need to go. Let us get to know you. Don't bring Lauren into this. Lauren had her seasons. Lauren has had her time. She does not need to come into this season of chasing. We are done with her. go away from us with that. Do not bring Lauren into your zhuzh, okay? Start clean, fresh slate. Leave her where she is. Don't let her come in on your energy. This is your opportunity. This is your time. So take it. But he shares with us that he has an acquaintanceship with Lauren, and yeah. So then we move on into Max. We meet Max, and Max hails from Ohio. He is from Cleveland, Ohio. He is a licensed medical esthetician. He is licensed, if I recall, he's licensed in both Florida and Ohio, and he has other certifications as well, as it pertains to aesthetics. I am very proud of Max for what he's accomplished with his aspirations as it pertains to his concentration in cosmetology. As a licensed specialist under cosmetology, I am a licensed nail specialist and a licensed esthetician. I have been a licensed nail tech for over 20 years, and I've been an esthetician for about 13, 14 years now. So I think it's wonderful that he has decided to really go in with his licensure and create a career path for himself and be a full-fledged entrepreneur. I think it's wonderful, and I wish you nothing but success. But I gotta clock you, friend, because I couldn't help but notice that you were performing services in your apartment. And I don't know what the statutes or laws are in Ohio, but in the state of Florida, the mandates are, if you are going to operate a business out of your residence, the business has to be separate from your residence. It has to have a separate entryway. It has to be totally separate from your living quarters. You are operating your business directly in your living quarters. That is a violation of your license. Now, I'm sure you're aware of this. You're just trying to get it how you live, and I understand that. But we have like about 4 or so inspectors in the state of Florida, and you are operating a full business. You got a website and everything. So if you are operating a full business, then you're not in compliance. Now, fast forward 7 months ahead, maybe you have your spa back now, maybe you're in a what do they call them? I can't think of the name. They call them a salon suite, Maybe you're in a salon suite at the present. At the time of filming, maybe you weren't. But if you're not, go ahead and clean that up, friend. But I'm sure I'm not telling you anything that you don't know. But professional, you know that's a no-no. Moving right along. We're also introduced to Ayo. I like Ayo. Ayo, he gives me like, he give me cool vibes. Ayo is from Miami. He does lashes. He's a lash technician. And he is also, I guess you could say, he is a performer. He is an illusionist. He's a lip sync performer. I just know that his performance was breathtaking. I had to get confirmation, like, was that him on the track? Was that him singing? Like, what was T? Confirmation. No, that was not him. Okay, thank you for clarifying. But I was like, woo, that did it for me. That was yummy. His outfit was yummy. The performance was yummy. I was like, good. Then we get Remini Mogul. I love Remini. I love his energy. I'm gonna call Remini Remy with an I. I know his favorite color is red and he's a Gemini. That's how we got the Remini. But I'm gonna call Remini Remy with an I. So Remy is also, I don't know if his specific title is like an outreach coordinator, if he's a case manager, but we know that he works with adults and youth with special needs. So I think that's amazing. And he also shares with us that his drag is inspired by the likes of Vanessa Vanjie Mateo and also Miss Shangela. So those are some of his inspirations. And then we are introduced to Mr. Marley J. Mr. Marley J was giving me some, I was feeling it. I don't know everything he was rapping about, but it sounded good, and I just loved his delivery and how his presence, I was loving it. We got some introductions. We see Ayo and B-Baby. They kind of work in the same circuits. They work at the club together. And Ayo invited B-Baby to the Puffin Paint. B-Baby, also known as Brian, said that he wasn't going to be able to make it because he had to make his shmoney. He had an event, a pool event that he had to be at. So he was booked. He's like, I'm not going to make it. Cool. Devin invites Max. Max was like, cool, because you know I don't know a lot of people. I don't get out like that. But you know they're not going to be acting funny, are they? And that was what you call foreshadowing. But they all up for it. And then Remy with an I gets the invite, and he says that he will be in attendance. His best friend asked him, will he be puffing? He said, hell to the no, because he worked with the people, and he ain't gonna be doing none of that. He won't be partaking, but he'll be painting the flowers and the trees. So, we're going to fast forward to the puff and paint. And it looks like an awesome turnout. Chef Pablo gets there a little fashionably late, but he's happy to see that the people have turned up. And he's really excited, a little nervous. He got monogram plates and cups, and it's really exquisite and a really nice event. It's smoke in the air, and the people are happy. So Ayo looks like he's one of the first special guests to arrive. And he is taken back to the special seating for the cast members. And then Remini shows up, and then Max shows up. They start to acquaint themselves with each other and start to introduce themselves. It was funny to me that Ayo asked Max where he was from, and he had to pause and repeat it and say, "Where am I from?" Like, bro, you heard him the first time he asked you, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Ohio. I'm from Cleveland." It's okay. You don't have to be nervous. You could say you're not from Florida. But, so they get in there, and then everybody start falling in, and everybody's sitting down. And a conversation started, and it was just about Max saying that he wasn't from Florida. Well, Cali Boy caught the tail end of that conversation and interjected and said, "Well, what's wrong with Florida?" And he was like, "Nothing's wrong with Florida. I'm just not from Florida." He's like, "Well, you live here now." One thing led to another, and it just combusted. And they just started going back and forth all over nothing. Max was trying to ask Cali Boy what he did. Cali Boy did share with him that he hosts. He never got out that he was a makeup artist. He went into this whole diatribe about how he was 41 and he looked like Peter Pan because his skin was smooth and he still looked young. And I was like, baby, when you exposed your age, that's when you should have got up, raised your finger, and exited the room. Because at that age, you should not be conducting yourself like that. But I'm going to extend you grace because it's the camera. It was the camera. And unfortunately, Max bit the bait. Because you can't argue by yourself. And if Max had only disengaged, that would have been diffused. He would have had to walk away. Nevertheless, Chef Pablo heard the ruckus and he came in and he said, "Not at his party," and he told him, "Take it out the door." So they had to go outside with the fool-la-la. I would have to say, first impressions, I was very pleased with everyone. Cali Boy made me a little nervous. He really did. But overall, I am very excited to see what this season is going to bring. We got a lot of down south heat in this season, so it could go either way. And just from it being a lot of a lot of different Florida energy. You got Tallahassee, you got Jacksonville, you got Miami, you got a lot of energies. So we're gonna see how it goes. Drop down in the comments section, let me know what y'all thought about the first episode. I would say right now, as far as energies, I would say my spirit person might be Gemini Mogul, because Gemini is on some, I have something to lose, so I can't be with the garbage. I can't be with the shenanigans. I have something to lose. I have people watching me. This could be reported back to someone. And so, yeah, I'm liking Gemini. I love Ayo, because Ayo love him a mamacita. Hey, I love me some Ayo. And who else? Brian B baby, cause B baby, he shake it. I like how he shake his tail feather. Hey, shake it, baby, shake it. So yes, that is my recap of episode 1 of Chasing Orlando. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, bye.